I say this as someone who has survived things that should have killed me my entire life. If you lose hope and you don't take any action, we are not going to survive.
We're in the worst economic time in American history. We have the lowest purchasing power we have.
I have a whole PhD and I'm a millennial and I can barely afford to live.
Employment has to jump 40-50% in my view. We need to see pain in the economy. We need to remind people that they work for the employer.
Morbidities. So really these are people who were unwell to begin with.
To hear that the death of someone like me was considered encouraging news.
The cereal category has always been quite affordable, and it tends to be a great destination when consumers are under pressure.
But the idea of having cereal for dinner, is there the potential for that to land the wrong way?
We're sorry.
All Americans who are going to start feeling the impacts of this at home.
But this is as much about them as it is anybody else. This is not just about the UAW and our auto workers. This is about working class people all over this country, all over this world.
We have an opportunity now that we've never had before. This is the most connected time in human history.
I can't help but notice that often the same folks who treat me as if I'm making a big deal out of nothing and speaking hyperbole when I'm speaking about my research expertise and with pattern recognition are later the same folks who repeat what I had to say later for their own benefit.
The US government doesn't give a single fuck about disabled people. Since it began, this country has been ableist, and that bias bleeds into every institution.
Language, like legislation, is a human choice. Choices we make build our worlds. We only know what we know, everything becomes normal repetition, and everything is connected. You know, if you pass SB 83, it would be you choosing to reinforce foundational inequities built into this nation as features using legislative language that makes learning exclusive. This legislative body still has a choice to decide how it wants to be remembered. And rest assured, if you support SB 83, you will go down in history as taking a page from the Nazi playbook, because anyone who knows history knows that first they came for the teachers. This isn't the world that existed before the internet. We will not forget the choices that you make.
This just in, in the world's worst timeline imaginable, read this.
And so in order for our emergency services group to enter...
Cop went on a major news network and said what he said, not just for the students that are out protesting to strike fear into them and remind them of their place, but also to remind the general public that in case they get an idea to stand up against the carceral class, they will have the iron fist directly imposed upon them.
This person went on Hinge Internet and said, the sad reality is that our schools are producing monsters and it's now our job to slay them. Hi, this person must be replaced immediately. No tolerance for fashionistas. Our students deserve better than her. We absolutely can and must call out sexual predators while also bringing attention to Rafa. We can and must do both. That's the intersectional approach right now.
You need to have hope. Cry, be angry, do what you need to do. Like, you need to actually act. You need to realize the state of this moment or we will not survive 100%. We will not survive. Your hope is the only thing that is going to sustain our ability to exist as a species. I mean it. Do not lose it. The billionaires that believe they're going to be able to survive in bunkers, which will not happen, by the way, they will not be able to do that. They want you to lose hope so that they can go live in their bunker paradise like they think, and they will not survive it either. They are absolutely fucking fools.